everyone, welcome back to today's lesson. I am Nijat here again. In today's lesson, we will be talking about phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs in the first part, we look through some of them related to call, cut, drop, okay? And now we will be talking about the two types of phrasal verbs. Like the phrasal verbs, as you know, are very common in English, especially in more informal contexts we use, as you see. And they are made up of a verb and a particle, like sometimes two particles, like the particles means prepositions or adverbs that we can use. The particle often changes the meaning of the verb, like for example call, it's kind of fall, but call off, it has a different meaning. It means cancel. I called Jen to see how she was. It means I phoned Jen to see how she was. They have called off the meeting. It means they cancelled the meeting. So the call has two different meanings. Like the first meaning as a main verb, it has a different meaning. The second usage of call, if we add off, like preposition, so it changes the meaning of this verb. It means cancel. So in terms of the word order, there are two main types of phrasal verbs: separable and inseparable phrasal verbs, as you see from the screen. Let's continue with separable phrasal verbs here. With separable phrasal verbs, the verb and particle can be apart or together. For example, they have called me the meeting off, or they have called off the meeting. So they are separable phrasal verbs, like we can use them together or we can separate them. And however, separable phrasal verbs must be separated when you use a pronoun. For example, the meeting, they've called it off. If we use a pronoun, we must separate, okay? We must separate the phrasal verb. Okay, here are some common separable phrasal verbs here. I didn't want to bring the situation up at the meeting. Okay, it bring up, it means start talking about a particular topic, a particular subject. Next one, please, can you fill this form in? It means like fill in, write information in a form or document. Pick up, I will pick you up from the station at 8 p.m. I pick up, it means collect someone in a car or other vehicle to take them somewhere. And the next one is about she turned the job down because she didn't want to move to Glasgow. It means turn down, like to not accept an offer, refuse the accept. And the second type of phrasal verbs is non-separable phrasal verbs that we call it in English. The first one was separable, the second one non-separable. Like some phrasal verbs cannot be separated. For example, look after. Who looks after the baby when you are at work? Even when there is a pronoun, like if you use a pronoun after like phrasal verb, we can't separate this phrasal. For example, who looks after her when you are at work? It means the particle and the verb remain together. And here you can see some examples from the screen, like I came across, turned into, get over, looking into, like look into. They are inseparable phrasal verbs in English. Let's continue with the exercise. I will ask you to make the sentences with the correct phrasal verb. We have to use in a correct order in order to make the sentence. Okay, so all right, I'm waiting for your answers, I'm waiting for your comments, and let's make a sentence on which one we should use in the first sentence. How can we use them in a correct order? Waiting for your answers. Glasgow, yes, Aisha. Okay, please leave your comments, okay, and make this sentence by using these words here. For example, which one should come first? Okay, So has anyone? Yes, has anyone? That's great. So let's take it to here. All right, has anyone? And has anyone? Yes, has anyone? That's correct. Has anyone come? Great. Come. Yes, has anyone come? All right. And has anyone come? Come what? I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Please be active as much as you can and write your answers. And if there's any mistake, I will correct them. Has anyone come up with? Yes, not with a come up. Come up. Yes, come up with. That's great. And the rest of the sentence, has anyone come up with? All right, I'm waiting for your answers. Has anyone come up with? Come up with is a phrasal verb. It has the different meaning. It means having an idea, like a good idea. Yes, let's choose good idea for this one. Has anyone come up with a good idea for Mike's birthday? Yes, that's the correct answer. Great. Has anyone come up with a good idea for Mike's birthday? Great. Let's continue with next one. Eat politely the invitation to the wedding I don't turn. So this is a question type of sentence. So how can we make it? How can we write it in a good order? So in a correct. So eat politely their invitation to their wedding. I turned. Okay, waiting for your answers, guys. Please, if you know the answer, the invitation. Okay. Ayşe Yilmaz says invitation. Ayşe says invitation wedding. Okay, which one we should use? So I'm waiting for your answers. Okay, Ayşe says the invitation should come first. Okay, let's choose here. For this gap, the invitation to their wedding. I turned it. I turned. Okay. Hussein says invitation to their wedding. I politely turned it down. Okay. Let's choose this answer here. I politely turned okay, it down. Mr. Hussein says it should be like this. Okay. So the invitation to their wedding, I politely turned it down. Okay. So we will see is it correct or not. Let's continue with the next one. After look the cat when my parents are on holiday. Alright, so how can we make this sentence? Alright. And by the way, guys, don't forget to watch us, to watch our Instagram account. And if you have a Facebook account, you can also watch us on our Facebook. And if you wanna learn English every day, you can go to our Justenglish YouTube channel. If you write Justenglish, and you can subscribe us, and you can get lots of videos, and you will see a lot of videos there. And every day we have online classes and for different levels. Okay, let me check your answers, guys. When my parents, Merve Kürçe says when my parents, Ayşe says when my parents are on holiday. Okay, let's choose it for the first step. When my parents are on holiday, yes, Mr. Hussein says, When my parents are on holiday, I look after the cat. Yes, that answer is correct. I look after the cat. Yes, that's the correct answer. Great. Super. Let me check your comments. Azme says my parents are on holiday. Yes, Azme, thank you. Thanks so much for your fantastic answer. Aisha says look after. Yes, Merve, when my parents are on holiday, I look after the cat. That's the correct answer. Thank you, Merve. Great. That's the correct answer that you wrote. Okay, next song. To get this, I'm heartbroken. How long will it take? Over. So for gaps here we have which one should come firstly, which one should come secondly, thirdly, and fourthly. So you can tell me, you can write down your answers on the comment section on our YouTube channel. Okay, Aisha says I'm heartbroken. Okay, let's choose this one for Aisha. Okay, thanks Aisha. Aisha is active. It's really active today. Yes, I am heartbroken. How long will it take? How long will it take? Okay, your answers I'm waiting for. I'm heartbroken. How long will it take? What? I'm heartbroken. How long to take to? Okay, to get over this. Mr. Sen says I'm heartbroken. How long will it take? Okay, will it take to get? Let's choose to get. Okay, and over this or this hour. Okay, let's choose this hour. Okay, so I'm heartbroken. How long will it take to get this hour? All right, and next one, question number 4. Sorry, 5, and the rest of them we should complete. We should make them in a correct order. Whole area into a desert could turn if climate change continues this. So, how can we make it in a correct order? Can you tell me the correct answer, please? Whole area into desert could turn if climate change continues. Alright, if Medvedev says if climate, okay, if climate comes first, she says, if climate change continues, if climate change continues, okay, I'm waiting for your Aisha's answer. Aisha says, if climate change continues, this what? Mr. Hussein told me that if climate change continues, this whole area, yes, okay, this whole area, okay, and the rest of the sentence, this whole area could turn into a desert. Okay, could turn, right, into a desert. Great. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much for your answers. Let me check your comments. Maybe say the whole area who could turn into desert. Yes, that's the correct answer. Great. And next one, you can. This is the first. At 6 p.m. I'll pick her Katie call to ask you. So I'm waiting for the completed sentence. Okay, I am waiting for your complete sentence. You have to write the whole sentence completed. Like, okay, you can at 6 p.m. I'll pick her Katie call to ask if. So, which one? Which one we should choose firstly? Alright. Alright, I'm waiting for your comments. Guys, be active as much as you can. Here, don't worry about making any mistake. I'm here to correct all your mistakes. Okay, guys, don't worry about that. Okay, let me check your answers. Hussein says Katie called to ask if you can pick up her at 6 p.m. Okay, let's choose Katie firstly. Katie, what? Katie called to ask if you can. Okay, we choose the you can secondly for the second gap, and pick up her at 6 p.m. Okay, this is for Mr. Hussein. It was his answer. And Mary says, Katie, you can her pick up. Not Mary. It's not correct. Okay, be careful with the sentence order. Aisha says, Katie called to ask if. Aisha, please complete your sentence. Okay, like Katie called to ask if you can pick up her at 6 p.m. We will say is it correct or not at the end of the grammar. I will check all of them. If there's any mistake, I will correct and I will let you know the correct answers. Yes. Okay, the next one. Get 8. This table is completely broken. Let's off and read. So, what should we do here? What should we do here? I'm waiting for your answers. Okay. Alright, so the first one, which one should I write firstly? Waiting for your comments. Okay, Mr. Hussein says this table is completely broken. Let's get rid of it. This table is, Mehmet Bozkur says this table is completely broken. Let's get rid of it. Okay, right, yeah, that's the correct answer, guys. Thank you for your fantastic answers. This table is completely broken. Let's get rid of it. Yes. Okay. And the last one really well. Wait, he gets on his bus. Let me check your comments, whether they are correct or not. Büşra Yavuz, this table is completely broken. Let's get rid of it. Yes, great. Thank you, Büşra. That was the fantastic, awesome answer that you wrote. Okay, guys, I'm waiting for your answers for the next and the last. Actually, so the next is the last sentence. We have to make it in the correct order. So really well with he gets on his bus. Can you tell me how can we make it correctly? All right, Büşra says you're welcome. Thank you, Büşra. Okay, so really well with he gets on his bus. I was expecting to get your answer, Büşra. Mr. Hussein says he gets on really well with his boss. Okay, Mr. Hussein, I'm waiting for other comments. Is there any different idea for this sentence or not? Okay, he gets. Okay, the first one, as you know, we have to use subject and the verb. Gets on really. Yes, he gets on really well with his boss. Okay, so Mehmet Bozkurt says he gets on really well with his boss. He really well gets on his boss. Mehmet Köşe. Yes. Okay, let's take the finish. And wow, we have 2 mistakes, which means which sentences are correct, which ones are wrong. Look at here, like this one is correct. Okay, this one is correct as well. All right, and this one, like look at here, position of up and her, like pick her up. This is separable phrasal verb. We have to change the position of like pick her up. Okay, because we have a pronoun if we have a pronoun, we have to separate this phrasal verb, like pick her up, not pick up her. Okay, and let me check. Yeah, this sentence is correct. Okay, the next mistake is here. I'm heartbroken. How long will it take to get over this? Not this over. Yes, to get over this, we have to change the position of this and over here in the sentence here. You can see, like, I'm heartbroken. How long will it take to get over this? Okay, and like from the first sentence, you can see the first one, has anyone come up with a good idea for Mike's birthday? The second one, the invitation to their wedding, I politely turned it down. The next one, when my parents are on holiday, I look after the cat. Number 4, I'm heartbroken. How long will it take to get over this? If climate change continues, this whole area could turn into desert. And Kathy called to ask if you can pick her up at 6 p.m. And this table is completely broken. Let's get rid of 8. And the last one, he gets on really well with his boss. Yes, great. Okay, and now let's continue with another grammar. Okay, and we will have another grammar, another test here. This was for test 1, and let's continue with the next one. Here we have to make the sentences again. So our first sentence, can you tell me how can we write these words in a correct order? Give me the form and I will blah 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 in for you eat fill. So I'm here waiting for your comments, waiting for your answers, and please guys, like, don't forget to watch us from Instagram, and you can get weekly programs on our Instagram account, Justenglish TR, and you can find our Instagram account, and you can see the programs, and you will be aware of the recent news. Okay, so my colleagues every day, they update the information on the Instagram account, and they give you the detailed information related to online lessons. And also don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Okay, for example at 2 p.m. you are not available to watch us online, you can watch us later. Just you need to go to Justenglish YouTube channel and watch. Okay, it is for free for everyone. Okay, go back to the comments. Let's go back to the comment and let me check your answers for this one. Ayşe Yenilmez, okay, Ayşe says, okay teacher, thank you. Ayşe and Tuba Selam says, give me the form and I will fill it for you. Azmi says, fill it for you. Okay, give me the form, and okay, this is the first. I will fill in. Tuba, you forgot to write in. Fill in it for you. Okay, we will see if it's correct or not. All right, and next one. 8 up. He didn't know how to bring money, was worried, but so. As you know, in order to make a correct sentence, we have to careful with this like sentence order. Like we have to have subject, and then we should have what? We should have verb, subject, verb, and object. Great. Okay. For the next one, money was worry, but blah blah blah. So I'm waiting for your answers. This is a little bit much difficult, a little bit difficult than another one. Okay, eat up. Like if you see up and dot, we have. Let me help you. It's a small help from my side. Money didn't it bring up. Okay, money was worry. here, it must be here, because the sentence starts with a capital letter and finish at dot. That's the simple ways that I'm teaching you. How can we make a correct sentence? Yes, money was a worry, but I didn't know how to bring it up. Yes. Okay, we made the sentence. Bishra Yavuz says, money was a worry, but he didn't know how to bring it up. Great, thank you, Azime, Bishra, Aisha, Tuba. Yes, thank you, all of you. And the next one, peak at 5:30. That taxi will up us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps we have here, and be careful with the sentence order. Okay, and be careful with the sentence order, that how can we use them in a correct, how can we make them in a correct order. So as you see, we have that should come here at 5:30 a.m. It means the time like adverb comes at the beginning of the at the end of the sentence, and if at the beginning of the sentence we have to use the word with a capital letter. That taxi will pick. Yes, that taxi will pick up us. Mishael says that taxi will pick up us at 5:30 a.m. Okay, pick up. Pick up us at 5:30 a.m. Alright. Let's continue with the next one. Across came that one eye and in a second-hand bookshop. So here we have to be careful with using phrasal verbs correctly. Okay. So this one is for pre-intermediate students. If you are pre-intermediate level students, feel free. Don't worry about anything, like don't worry about the grammar. Just learn from us here. So I came. Mary says I came. Alright. I'm waiting for the rest of the sentence, Bishra. Yes. Okay, and by the way guys, don't forget to like our videos and subscribe our YouTube channel in order to get information about the lessons. Bishra says, I came across that one in a second-hand bookshop. That's the fantastic answer that you made. I came across that one, okay, in a second-hand bookshop. Thank you, Bishra. Okay, the next one. Okay, Merve and Azna, they are still writing. That play was horrible. It took me 2 weeks over get it too. So this one, how can we make it? That flu was horrible. It took me 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks over get it too. That flu was horrible. It took me 2 weeks. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers here. The flu was horrible, like we have to use it in a first gap. Yes. That flu was horrible. It took me 2 weeks. Okay. That flu, yes. And next one, Mehmet Bozkurt, thank you. That flu was horrible. It took me 2 weeks to, okay, to get over it. They say to get over it. to get, okay, to get over, to get it to, get over it. Yes, that flu was horrible. It took me 2 weeks to get over it. That's great. And the next one, we have 5 words and we have 5 gaps here. To get it over, they say, okay, for this one, if you say to get it over, if you want, we can change it. Over here, get it, like, just a minute, get it over. Okay, Mary says get it over, that's why I changed. We will see, Mary, if it's correct or not. The next one, and see what happened. Look into, there's a mistake, let me it. So, guys, please pay attention to this sentence and try to find if this answer is correct or not. See what's happened, look into, there's a mistake, let me. So, okay. Let's wait for your comments to look into it. Azima, can you write the beginning of the sentence, please? Sorry, can I ask you something? Bushra wants to ask me something. Yes, Bushra, you can ask, no problem. If you have any question, you can write your question down. Okay, and let's wait. Let's make this sentence. There's a mistake. Let me what? Okay, I'm waiting for your answers for this one. Okay, there's a mistake. Alright, Mr. Mehmet says there's a mistake. Let me look into, okay, thank you. Look into it, okay, and what? And see what's happened. Okay, yes, and see what's happened, right? Yes, there's a mistake. Alright, there's a mistake. Let me look into it and see what's happened. Okay, so let me check your comments, if your comments are correct, if your like answers are correct or not, and then I will let you know. For this sentence, we have to use like this. There's a mistake. Let me look into it and see what's happened. Okay, and let's continue with the next sentence. Okay, next sentence. How can we correct? How can we write it correctly? So, guys, any idea for this one? I'm waiting for comments. Okay. Okay, Bushra says, I joined the class for this the first time and I was very satisfied. Thank you, Bushra. And what time do you start the lesson, teacher? What time do you start the lesson? We have already started. Bushra, I couldn't understand your question deeply. Can you write it again? What do you mean? What time do you start the lesson? And Aisha says, okay, Bushra, thank you so much. They say you are welcome, Bushra. Okay, let's make this sentence. The holiday, yes, the holiday should come first. And Azima, can you write the rest of the sentence, please? The holiday. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. The holiday and what? The holiday. Nightmare should come at the end of the sentence. Yes, the holiday, Mr. Mehmet says, started well, but it turned, okay, yes, it turned, it should come before turn, but it turned into a nightmare. The holiday started well, but it turned into a nightmare. That's the correct answer. That's great. Okay, the holiday started well, but it turned into a nightmare. Okay, so let's continue with the last sentence. I'm really forward you to seeing looking. So here, what should we do? I'm really forward you to seeing looking. Okay, how can we make the sentence? If you are sure about the these words, how can we use them in the correct order? Okay, Mr. Merve says I am really should come first. Okay, let's choose it for the first gap. And I'm really not Merve. I'm really think we shouldn't write it like this. I'm really what? I'm really looking forward to you. I'm really looking, yes. I'm really looking forward. Okay, I'm really looking forward. And what? Okay, I'm really looking forward. And what else? I'm really looking forward. Okay, let me check your comments if you write. Mary says looking forward to you, and the rest of the sentence, Mary. Alright guys, I'm waiting for the rest of the sentence. How can I complete it? It is incomplete, like we write it half here, half of the sentence is here, and half of it here. So Mehmet Bozkurt says, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Yes, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Thank you, Mr. Mehmet, for your answer. Asmi says forward to. Mary says you to think. Okay, so let's finish and check our answers. Wow, we have 3 mistakes. Okay, let's check our mistakes, where we made our mistakes. Alright, and okay, like here, last one was correct. Okay, the last one was correct, and this one was also correct. Okay, and this one is correct as well. Wow, our mistake is here. Like, look at here. That flu was horrible. It took me 2 weeks to get over it. So it means we should change the position of it and over. Get over it. Okay, get over it. So the first mistake is related to get over. Get over it, we have to write it here. Yes, okay, and this sentence is correct. Wow, our mistake is here. Like the taxi, Mehmet Bozkurt says, Merve, because you have mistake. Okay, yes, please check your comments and check your answers if they are correct or not. Like you can get the correct one from the screen here. Like the taxi will pick us up. Like if, as I told you before, if we have pronoun, like objective pronouns, we have to use objective pronouns and then the rest of the like phrases. Pick us up, not pick up us. Okay, that taxi will pick us up at 5:30 a.m. Alright, and the next one is correct. There's not any mistake. Okay, and yes, our mistake is here. give me the form and I will fill. So fill in is a phrasal verb. It's correct. Like our mistakes are related to pronouns. Like if we have pronouns in the sentence, we have to use them. Like we have to separate phrasal verbs, and we have to use the pronouns in the middle of fill and in. Like fill it in for you. So the correct answer is give me the form and I will fill it in for you. Yes, that one is a correct. Great. So one mistake is here, and the second sentence was correct, and another mistake was here. The taxi will pick us up, like us here as a pronoun, as I told you. The next one is correct. Yes, the last mistake, like third mistake, was related to the pronouns. Okay, guys, our mistakes are related to pronouns. So be careful with the pronouns. If you see the pronouns, we have to use the pronouns in the middle of the verb and particle, like in the middle of phrasal verb. Okay, so get over it or get it over. Like this one, get over is non-separable phrasal verb. That's why we can't use it in the middle. Like we have two types of phrasal verbs in English. We have separable phrasal verbs and we have non-separable phrasal verbs. So here we have to use get over it, as get over is non-separable phrasal verb. Great. So, and as you see, we have today we have learned phrasal verbs. In today's lesson, we have talked about phrasal verbs, phrasal combinations, and I showed you the list of phrasal verbs on the screen. And if you want, I can send this material to your email addresses. Like here, we have a lot of related to get, the verb get along, get on, get around, get away, and we have get up, give away. Like as you see, we have the main verb give and give away, give back. They have a different meaning here. Like we have lots of phrasal verbs related to give in, give out, give up, and next ones are related to go. As you see, we have a lot of phrasal verbs with go, like go after, go against, go ahead, go back, go out, and go over, go without. Grow, we have grow back, grow up, and hand down, hand in, hand out, and we have the meaning of them, and we have some examples related to these sentences. And as you see, look, make, put, switch, take, after, turn, we have a try, we have wake up. Okay, for example, warm, wear. As you see, we have a lot of phrasal verbs in English, and they are really common phrasal verbs to use them in our daily language. Okay, guys, please learn as many phrasal verbs as you can. This is really important for your language, for your speaking skills, in order to make a good speech. If you wanna speak in English fluently, using phrasal verbs is really helpful for you. Okay, I'm gonna say thanks, big thanks to everyone to watch us here. And in the end, I'm gonna ask you for our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe us, follow our Instagram account, and also you can follow us from Facebook and Twitter. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Today is Saturday. It's a quarantine day, and everybody is at home. Everyone stays at home, and if you are at home, please use our YouTube channel to learn English deeply. Thank you guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.